Well, this issue came to light already in January, and I think we have all said, we as the international community and the European Union member states, that this needs to be dealt within the EU facilitated dialogue. I mean, Sweden has recognized Kosovo back in 2008. In fact, we were among the first ones to recognize Kosovo, and they have all the legitimate reasons to make decisions within their own borders. But if you wish to become a member of the Euro-Atlantic structures, you need to work with the international community. You need to work closely with European members on all sorts of issues, and including this issue as well. Well, I think Kosovo is gradually coming closer to the Euro-Atlantic structures. You may recall that Sweden was not a member of the European Union. If you go back 30 years, we became a member only after the end of the Cold War in the 90s. It took us a number of years to become a European Union member as well. We just became a NATO member this year. So it takes time to become a member of these Euro-Atlantic structures, but I think Kosovo is on its way. We fully support Kosovo's membership into all the Euro-Atlantic structures in the future. It's a thorny road, as always. You know, we have all these criteria that you need to go through, quite difficult criteria, especially when you want to become a member of the European Union. But it's a good step that Kosovo became instead of an observer, an associate member of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly. That's a small step, but it's an important step to become a member in the future. On the Council of Europe, I believe this was a missed opportunity that we did not have a vote in the Council of Europe's Ministerial Committee meeting on the 16th and 17th of May in Strasbourg, France. And I think we need to come back to this issue as soon as possible. All these criteria were discussed in Doris Bakiani's report. Then each individual European capital may have their own criteria on whether or not they would like to support Kosovo during a vote in the Council of Europe's Ministerial Committee. But my point is more that there should have been a vote. Now there was no vote at all. At least there should have been a vote for this, because that's, after all, Council of Europe is a democratic organization. So I think we need to address this issue soon again in the Council of Europe. I understand that concern. I'm old enough to have participated in establishing a similar association, but in Croatia, when I was working for the United Nations in Croatia, 1996 to 1998, working for the United Nations mission in Eastern Slavonia. It's called the UNTAES, and then we set up a similar structure for the Croatian Serbs. And that structure has not threatened the Croatian state in any way. So I think there are success stories out there. I think that the reference to Republikën Srpska in Bosnia is a bit unfair, because that's a completely different context. So no, I do not. I respect the fear, or the concerns rather, but I think this could be done in a smooth manner, and I can only underscore and support other EU member states and the US, saying that we recommend the government to establish an association. I don't share the concern or the references made to Republikën Srpska. That's a different context that came out of the Dayton Agreement, and we have a much smaller number of minorities in this country in comparison to the ethnic composition in Bosnia. So to me that's unfounded.